Greetings, Sanbanani Absheni. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rufile Herimbi. You are tuned in with the PN Midwife. This is a space where we learn, we share, we grow together. It is 2025. I hope you've kick-started and transitioned into a new year well. I'm hoping that everything that you had planned out, all of your dreams and thoughts for 2025, I'm praying over to they come into fulfillment. And welcome. Happy New Year. Compliments of the new season. We haven't been here for a while, but we are here. We are here and we are back and we'll be back in full force. Amen. So in today's video, we are actually starting off from where we left off. The last video I uploaded, I was speaking about some of the tips for those who will be starting their ComServe year. What are some of the things that I feel like are noteworthy while you're going to be starting this journey, transitioning from college, from university, and actually being someone who is employed, someone with a parcel. And so in today's video, we'll be taking it off from there. And I put some much thinking in today's video. Initially, I had thought I'll make two separate videos for those who are post-commserve and those who are post-college. But I actually realized that the information that I'm going to share actually interlinks with both individuals, and so I'll just put it all together as one for one video. And so yeah, so in today's video we'll be speaking about tips for those who are maybe finished with their college diploma in nursing and are thinking and wondering what's next, what should I do next. Because with obviously if you are from South Africa, you would know that there's actually been a change, I think since 2020, where the South African Nursing Council actually came up with two new curriculums, which are the current functioning curriculums, which is R171, R174. R171 is basically 3 years of nursing, and you come out as a registered nurse. So you don't have any specialty, nothing. It's just that you are a registered nurse. And then with R174, it is a 4 years course. You come out as a registered nurse who has midwifery. So those are one of the changes that have happened. So also with these two courses, R171, I think it still does not have community service. And then with R174, I know that it still does have community service. So the tips are help. I've just finished college. I'm unemployed. What do I do? Or I'm almost done with college. I'm preparing to step into the professional space. What do I do? Or for people who are done with their ComServe and they're like, I did not get absorbed into the institution where I did my ComServe. What are the other steps that I need to take? This video is for you. Let's get right into it. You build professional relationships, and I'm saying this because these professional relationships are going to help you when you are transitioning into the professional world, because remember, you were supposed to have a professional profile. You were supposed to create a CV for yourself, a document that will speak into your qualifications, what you know, the experiences that you have. And so these professional relationships will actually help you on the part where you have to provide references. Mind you, the references that you should provide should be directly linked to the job that you're applying for. If you're applying for a position in nursing, if you saw a post and you want to apply for it, your references should speak into what you've applied for. So references are these people that your future or potential employers will call and ask questions about you. These are people who will represent you well, speak well about yourself. And that's also the reason why in my previous video I did mention that when you are getting into ComServe, pay attention to how you present yourself, right? Have a professional stance, um, build good relationships, and maintain a healthy standard of the kind of healthcare worker you are, because it's going to help you a lot when you are stranded and when you are looking for a job. That's really going to help you. So for our college students, this is what I can say. I know that since you are from college, you don't really have maybe a professional reference as in like a colleague or a manager of a certain ward who knows you. But because you are currently doing your practicals, you are currently interacting with your lectures, maybe ask one of your lectures. You are bound to meet someone who is very willing to help you in some way or form, or someone who has seen your enthusiasm in nursing and in what you do. And so use that opportunity to ask those people that, can I add you as a reference? I'll be finishing with college soon, or I'm finished and now I'm currently looking for a job. Can I add you as a reference? And note that please do ask the person that you are including as a reference, and let them know that, listen, I'm going to put you as a reference in my CV. So don't be surprised when people call you and ask you about me. This is very, very important, because you don't want your future employers to be calling people and people actually being stunned, would say, I actually don't know this person, or who are you talking about, you know? So give them a heads up that I actually want to include you as my reference. Please avail yourself for this. Get permission from them. All right? Okay. So tip number 2 would be save as much as you can. Put money aside for post-commserve or for post-college, because this is going to help you a lot, guys. Things are so expensive. Put into mind the fact that you are going to be sending your job applications to different places. You need data for that. Sometimes you need transportations to go to the places where you need to go to. There's a lot, okay? And also the thing is that I think most times with community service professionals, when we are doing our community service, we tend to have a few liabilities, have a few costs there and there. And it's essential to put into mind that you might not get absorbed at the facility where you are working due to how the things are in government, things that have to do with posts for nurses and etc and etc. And so, just to be on the safe side, save money as much as you can. Find a suitable saving strategy that will help you when you are now done and when you are looking for a job, because there are a lot of things that you need to consider also into that. I want to add that plan well, okay? I know that you already probably have in mind what you want to do after college. Maybe your idea is not to go into the work field, but rather maybe to further your studies, or maybe you want to do something else. So also plan well for whatever you want to do. Don't get intoxicated by the ComServe money and start doing things, and then you forget about what you actually need to do for the upcoming year or for the upcoming season of your life. So save as much as you can and plan well for whatever you want to do. Post college, post ComServe, whatever it is, it will help you a lot. All right, let's get into tip number 3. I want to say that your CV matters. Your CV matters because, as I said earlier, that it speaks a lot about who you are. and be strategic about how you form it. If you haven't been to the sessions or courses on CV writing, or if you haven't watched tips on CV writing, try to watch one of those videos. I know here on YouTube there are lots of videos that will guide you and lead you on that. And I know in some platforms they do offer help with CV writing and etc. Your CV matters because you must have a strategic way on how you build your CV. It shouldn't be too long, because if it's too long, it's overwhelming to the person who's going to read it, and it lessens your chances of actually getting the job. If it doesn't have the required details that are job specific to what you are looking for, then it works to your disadvantage, because when your future employers look at it, they don't see the important things that they are looking for. So as well, it is important to include everything that has to do with your career, everything that has to do with your personal achievements as an individual. So put them in there. Um, Build your CV in such a way that it attracts the person who wants to employ you. Okay? Okay. Listen, while you are looking for a job, for community service professionals, people who've done their ComServe, I'd advise you to start applying as early as maybe 2 months before your ComServe ends, or 3 months. Try your luck in applying for jobs, because you might not know where your luck will come from. There's a friend of mine I know that did apply for a job and actually got a job while she was still doing her community service. So you'll never know your luck. Try to apply as early as possible, and also put into consideration that with I know with professional nurses and registered nurses, we have the advantage of getting signed up with an agency. So while you are before that period of time, start asking around, maybe in the area where you live, with the healthcare professionals that you interact with. Ask them what kind of agencies are available. Ask them what kind of agencies they use, because this will help you a lot into knowing which agencies some of the hospitals around you are, which agencies are they, which agencies actually place people in facilities. And the greatest part about an agency is that you don't need to pay for an agency, right? So how agencies work is that you register with them as a healthcare professional, and what they do is that they are actually the link between you and the hospital, right? When you are still waiting for a job, when you're unemployed, they're actually the body that will look for hospitals or wards that actually need healthcare professionals, or the hospitals will speak to them that, listen, we need so and so many registered nurses, enrolled nurses, and etc. And they will contact you and ask for your availability and put you in that facility. And after you've worked in that facility, the hospital doesn't pay you, but you get paid through the agencies. So it's important to have the right agency, right? The one that is within your vicinity, within your area where you are working, because then you know it's legit and you know people who've worked with the agency, so you don't get scammed, right? So yeah, tip number 4 is don't sleep on agencies. Apply with agencies, and I know most of them are very nice and lenient, and they will assist you. They will place you in some public hospitals and private hospitals, and this is really great because at least you have something while you are waiting for a job. And the sad reality is, it's getting harder to get it. It's not as easier as it was before to get a job as a professional nurse, because of the state of our country, right? But that doesn't mean that you won't get a job. That doesn't mean that you'll remain unemployed. Keep on applying, keep on seeking, keep on knocking on doors. But be smart as well in your planning, in how you approach the matter that's going to be at hand. With community service professionals, I know that it was much easier for us to get absorbed as community service professionals, way easier, than it is now. So now I know that some institutions have let go of their community service professionals, though some are still absorbing, but majority of them are not absorbing anymore, and it is mainly because of funds. It is mainly because of the availability of posts. So do put that into mind. If you are currently doing your comserve, do put in the thought you might not get absorbed. But work with what you have, be strategic, plan well, and yeah, I'm definitely sure that you will be a-okay. So we have come to the end of our session. Um, I think I'm gonna close the series of tips for community service professionals. If you do have questions related to what I spoke about or related to something else, please, please, please do leave a comment, do leave a question. I am also available on your different social media platforms, so you are more than welcome to DM me there, send a hi, send your question, and I'll definitely get back to you.